You didn't click on this video by chance. Right now, something inside you is lighting up. Maybe you've been feeling restless for weeks, or maybe it just hit you this morning. You can sense that you're standing on the edge of something big, something transformative, even if you can't put your finger on what it is. That's not just imagination. That's not empty hope. That's the energy of the ultimate comeback, yours. Before we keep going, give yourself the gift of growth. Subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and smash that bell so you never miss a moment when it's time for you to step up. You're here for a reason. Let's unlock that together. Let's get real about what the comeback really means. It isn't always dramatic, and it never happens how you picture it. The comeback doesn't show up with fireworks or a theme song. You don't get a countdown clock or a warning label saying your life is about to change. Instead, it creeps in quietly during the in-between moments, between who you've been and who you're becoming. Right now, you might feel like your old life is too cramped, but the new chapter hasn't fully arrived. It's uncomfortable, maybe even brutal. You're not quite here or there, but this liminal phase, that's where all the power is. That's where comebacks begin. Look back on the last few months. What used to satisfy you now feels empty. Goals you chased suddenly seem hollow. The habits and conversations that once made sense now just drain your energy. People who were once your closest allies suddenly speak a language you don't even recognize. This isn't a crisis. This is clearance. Life is clearing out what no longer fits you, making space for growth. The real comeback is messy. A slow, powerful shake-up that quietly transforms what you believe about yourself and your world. Your comeback is an expansion of your true self, not your ego, not your job title, not your follower count. It's about holding the fullness of who you are, unapologetically, standing firm in your truth, even if it feels like breaking before it feels like breakthrough. You may notice you're setting boundaries you never dared before, walking away from old familiar frustrations rather than getting trapped by them. Speaking truths you kept locked under your breath for years. That's the comeback, right there, unfolding in real time. It isn't an event, it's a practice, a continual way of becoming, forged in the dark and awkward spaces where your old comfort has faded and growth is your only direction. Standing still is more painful than moving forward. That's how you know the comeback is real. Other people might notice your transformation before you do. Some will cheer for you, others might resist, because your growth shakes up their comfort zones. But their reactions? That's not your responsibility. The real allegiance now is to your own evolution, not to keeping the peace with who you used to be. That might feel selfish at first. You might fear you're becoming cold. In truth, you're learning to love people from a place of wholeness, not need. To care deeply without surrendering your identity, to be supportive without being consumed. New boundaries don't come from rejection. They grow from respecting yourself. Quick pause here. If any of this is already resonating, if you feel the spark of your comeback igniting, go ahead and like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. What's the biggest shift you've noticed in your own life? Here's what's wild about the comeback. All the energy you used to waste worrying about what everyone else thinks is suddenly yours again. Space frees up in your mind. Where anxiety and self-doubt once lived, now possibility and vision move in. When you focus your attention on what matters, when your energy isn't scattered across 1,000 little obligations, something magical happens. Opportunity finds you. Insights appear right when you need them. Doors open you never even knew existed. It's not that you suddenly became worthy, it's that you finally became available. The comeback is not about constructing a whole new you. It's about unearthing the real version of yourself. The one that existed before you shrank your dreams or muted your spark to fit someone else's comfort zone. Everything you've been through, all the struggle, all the courage it took just to keep saying yes to life when quitting felt easier. That was your preparation. Because the comeback doesn't just flip your circumstances, it rewires your relationship with life itself. You'll start noticing patterns, not the kind obsessed over by conspiracy theorists or mystical gurus, real patterns. The right people enter your life when you need their lessons. Information arrives just as you become ready. Opportunities appear precisely when you stop hunting for external validation and start answering your own call. It's not supernatural, it's the frequency of comeback. Your awareness sharpens. You perceive connections, insights, and lessons that were always there, but hidden by your old mindset. Suddenly, you're making decisions with a clarity that shreds through noise and fear. Choices that once terrified you now seem obvious. Problems that haunted your nights now resolve with barely any effort. Your whole system is upgrading. Where anxiety once ruled, curiosity flows in. Where fear used to contract you, courage whispers, expand. Where you once sought to control everything, you learn to trust the process. Fear hasn't disappeared. It's just not steering the wheel anymore. It's become information to use, not an instruction to obey. That's what mastery looks like. And it always appears effortless to the outside world, even though you know it took everything inside you to arrive here. People are going to ask what has changed. They'll want the book, the program, the hack. But you'll struggle to explain because comeback can't be packaged into steps or systems. It's not something you do. It's something you become, one authentic decision at a time, even when it's hard. Your comeback is making you dangerous, in all the best ways. Dangerous to social systems that demand your submission. Dangerous to toxic relationships built on your past limitations. Dangerous to any industry that profits from your insecurity. You become someone who can't be bent, bullied, or bribed into betraying your own growth. It's a quiet sort of power, the kind that doesn't need to shout, justify, or prove. The old you felt guilty for stepping into your own light. The new you honors the responsibility to shine it, regardless of who it unsettles. If you've ever worried that change would make you selfish, know this. Your comeback gives others permission to consider their own. You become a living example that authenticity won't destroy you. You stop controlling others' comfort and just show up as you, unworried about being misunderstood. Some people will fall away. Others will rise with you. Both are necessary. This process will reach back into your own childhood, your family, your lineage. The cycles you interrupt and the healing you spark ripple out in every direction. The comeback isn't just for you, it's for everyone connected to you, now and in the future. If this is stirring something deep inside, if you're nodding along because you recognize your own journey in every word, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about what resonates most. Your growth helps grow this entire community. The resistance, the fatigue, that's a sign your system is upgrading, your frequency shifting. Real transformation takes energy. You're letting go of the person you had to be so you can step into the person you're meant to become. That's what the ultimate comeback is. Realignment at a level deeper than willpower, reconnecting to a purpose that doesn't burn out. You are on the brink right now, not someday in the future when you're perfectly ready. The struggles, the doubts, even the exhaustion, it's all part of the recalibration required to step into a life that isn't confined by old limits. Your comeback is not waiting for you. It's already here, moving through you, now. Everything that's next will change everything. Don't wait for perfect circumstances. Don't keep hesitating. The ultimate comeback starts now, and you are living proof. Before you go, watch our other videos on the Growth Mindset Project and hit the bell so you never miss the next stage of your journey. Your comeback isn't a destination, it's how you walk through life from here on out.